Alright, so we'll start in the forward cabin. We have all our water, where we've got like provisioned or emergency water, so it's about 100 litres. And all some random stuff in there, some like spear guns. This is where I'm going to sleep. So I'm going to sleep in the forward cabin. I did it on the last crossing as well, and it was fine. So the forward cabin is pretty much finished now. There's nothing really left to do in here. There's a few things we want to change, but it's mostly finished. Me and Neve sleep in here, and it's usually very comfortable unless it's a really rolly anchorage, and it can be a little bit uncomfortable. But yeah, this is where we keep our coats and jackets. So there's a zip on the bottom there. I'll try and do that. So we keep our jackets and all that kind of stuff in there. And then this is Neve's side, so this is where all Neve's clothes are. And then I have drawers under here, and that's where all my stuff goes. So it's worked out really well, the bedroom actually. We've got a waterproof or a watertight door as well, and a watertight bulkhead. There's no seal on the door, but yeah. So that's the forward cabin, and for the most part, it's pretty good. Not really else to say really. A new hatch as well. We put that in last year. Yeah, so that's the forward cabin. Here's the saloon. So this is where Steve sleeps. This is the lee board. So that flips around and bolts in, and then we've got all the duvets and stuff in the back. Under here is a load of storage with all the tools. So we just lift that up and access all our tools. And then up here for the crossing we have spare rope and all the like rig stuff, box of snacks, camera gear and some other bits and bobs. And then on this side we have more food storage, fishing gear, some books and stuff like that. This side as well is a lee board, but we don't use it as a lee board. We usually find that one is enough, and then there's more storage behind there. This locks into place under sail as well, so that stuff doesn't go flying. Down here we've kind of run out of storage, so under here I'll lift the floors up and show you. There's loads of food under here, but any extra stuff we've kind of left it here, and it seems to be okay there. We've got milk, and here we've got beer in this, and then in here we have like pasta, coffee, things like that. Yeah, so that's the saloon, and she's pretty much ready to go. Got a swiveling table. It's a 3D printed fixture under there for that. You see there? So it swivels. So I'll lift up the floor and show you what we've got for stores. So in here we have like tin things. So all of the heavy stuff goes under the floor, and we've got this same thing again under that floor there. So we have like pasta sauces, just random tins of things, pot noodles, all that kind of stuff. So this is like basically just bulk stuff, heavy stuff that we don't want to carry anywhere else, and this will add to the weight of the ballast as well, which is good. So that's all of our tin stuff. So we've got mountains of food. We've enough food probably to get us until next June. Yeah, we've definitely got enough snacks for the rest of the trip anyway. We've got that, and then that's full of snacks too. I'll just show you an example of what's in the locker. So tools in here, just like tools and spares, little bits like that I want to keep on hand. Then here we've got just food and snacks and drinks and things like that. And then in here there's more beer and wine and all the important stuff. If we run out of water, we can just drink beer. So that's the saloon. So here's the galley. Standard, pretty deep sink actually. It's washing up in there. Food goes on here. So we've got loads of more food, pancake stuff. And here then we've got just coffee and cereals and different things. Dishes in here, and then this is our stove. Cutlery, just kitchen stuff, and then under here we've got more the bin and all of the kitchen stuff, but nothing too interesting in here really. It's just food really. Then back here we've got all of our fresh veg, and fruit. And we've got a box of cereals here, and then obviously the fridge is under here. This worked out well, this fridge. It was easy to put in, and if it ever breaks, unplug it, take the top off, pull the unit out and put a new one in. That's it for the galley. It's a pretty good galley. It's quite big, especially for like a 38 foot boat. It's quite a nice area. It's a little bit open when you're in this big sea, but yeah, you just end up holding on. But it works really well. Under here we have, I think, between 800 and 1,000 litres. I've never measured it, but I know it's more than 800 litres. And that all lives in the keel here, which is really good for weight. Keeps everything low. And then we've got the engine, so I'll open the engine room now and show you that. And we'll do that next. So this thing unbolts here, we've got 4 bolt locks. And then you just lift the ladder off. And then, so I haven't fully fitted Starlink yet because I'm only trying it out, so there's cables everywhere. But we'll take this off. So that's an insulated door, and here's the engine. So it's a Beta 50, put that in last year. It's brand new, it's still hot. So you've got fuel filters here, we've got fuel relay here, fuel pump, and then the fuel tank is under the engine. It's about 400 litres. And then we've got start battery and battery to battery charging system for the lithium. And then, yeah, it's pretty good access. This door comes off as well. So that's pretty easy to take off and get access to all of the bits and bobs inside, especially for servicing. So this engine works really well for us. It's 50 horsepower. Yeah, nothing more to say about it really. It keeps going. It's never let us down. It's about a year old, about 400 hours on it now from the med. And there we go. So yeah, it's pretty good. So moving on to the heads, actually here's a seacock failure kit. So we have this here in case we have a seacock failure. It's got wooden bungs, a hammer, Sikaflex, tape, things like that. So if you had a big hole, we could grab that and run to the problem and sort it out. Here's the head. So it's a bit dark in here actually. Turn that on. There you go. So here's the head. Pretty basic. It's got a wash bin here, so we'll put all our washing in here. We've got a sink here that I haven't fitted yet, but the toilet is here. We've got storage in here and at the bottom. All of our hosing. There's a seacock in here for the toilet outlet, and then we've got storage in here for like wetsuit, swimming gear, shower gear. And then in the back we have a sail locker, so that's our sail locker there. So the sails just kind of pile in here, and then behind that we have the heating, which we haven't used for a long time, our main engine or our main manual bilge pump, and I got complete access to the steering there as well, and I can access it from the other side. I'll show you that too. So 240 volt wiring. This space could probably be a bit better used, but that's on the list down the line to improve, but it's pretty good. You can see here the insulation, actually 2 inches of it all the way around. Makes for a warm boat, especially in the winter, but keeps the heat off the boat as well when the sun is beating down on it. So yeah, that's the head. It's a pretty nice space. There's no shower in here. Decided not to have a shower inside. I've still got to tidy up some wiring. And that's pretty much it for inside. It's my crew. He hasn't done anything all day. Engine start panel is here, and this was the idea here behind this was you can access it from outside, but it keeps it out the elements as well. It's a lovely engine actually, really nice panel. It just, everything is nice. See the companionway, we finally varnished it. We've just taped off the cockpit to do some kiwi grip. Let's see if I can get a light in the back here and show you the storage area back here. So I can't find a light, but you could get the rough idea. We've got all the steering quadrant back there and loads of storage. There's a hot water heater, or water heater. There's all our life jacket storage. There is a tank there as well, but I'm going to take that out and create some storage out of that. And back here eventually I'll build like something on top for storage, because it's a lot of volume that we're not using. And then the quadrant steering cables, very good access to it all, so I can climb in if there's an issue. And yeah, that's pretty much the inside of the boat. Took a long time to fit this out. It took about 3 years. Well, I suppose 5 if you want to count all the little bits and bobs they did on the way as well. Finally vanished all these cabinets. Just do one last walkthrough, show you. So there's our forward cabin, going through the saloon, and then looking back. Considering it was a bare hull 5 years ago, it's really cool to see it now, ready to go across the Atlantic. All our 3D printed window surrounds. Yeah, ready to go. Almost. So that's the end of the boat tour inside. That was just before we crossed the Atlantic. I'm going to do an outside tour at some point as well to show you what we've done outside. But to go from what we had 5 years ago to being in the Caribbean feels pretty good. If you haven't seen the boat as it was 5 years ago, go back and watch 1 or 2 of the old episodes and you'll see the contrast. Yeah, we're here in the Caribbean now and we're enjoying the boat. She's nice and homely. And yeah, we're hopefully going to cruise the Caribbean for about a year and then see where we go from there. But yeah, my next video will be the transatlantic. I have some decent footage from that, and then the video after that, I don't know what we'll do, but we'll do something. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video.